Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at the Aegis Sabre series. So not only do we have the Firebird and the Comet, sorry, not even the Firebird, the normal Sabre, the Comet, we do also have down there the Firebird and the Peregrine. I hope I pronounced that right. I mean, that's the way it looks like it's said, so I'm just assuming that the Peregrine is that green one down there. Like, well, I know it is the green one, I hope I'm saying it right, but anyways. Yeah, so these ships do not have an interior. All of them, other than the Peregrine, are stealth fighters. The only Sabre series ship that I don't have here, in this display here, is the Raven model. I don't have the Raven. I can't buy it in game. I don't remember if that's like a limited model or something, but yeah, I couldn't seem to find it or get it anywhere, so that's unfortunately not going to be in the showcase today. But anyways, let's jump straight into it. So starting off with the Sabre right here, this is the normal standard model that you can buy in Hurston for roughly $4.2 million. I say dollars, like AUEC. This is a stealth fighter and has all size 3 weapons. They are all Panther repeaters. There's 4 weapons in total on this thing. And it is a 1-seater pilot. So it's not 2-seater or anything like that. It is a soloable ship. And for bounties and mercenary missions, would I recommend this ship? Yes, absolutely. It is a fantastic looking ship. And honestly, it is one of my favorite stealth fighter ships outside of the Eclipse. I know obviously the Eclipse is a bomber, but still it is a very, very nice looking ship, and the interior inside the cockpit is also very nice as well. So when you get in, this is the ship right here from the outside perspective, and we're gonna move this thing forward out of this little area here just quickly so you can actually see it. So this is the Sabre. It's very nice. And then when you go into normal flight mode without the landing gear, the ship expands out a little bit, like so. So yeah, the only place you can buy this right now is through Hurston or on the store page, but I'll go over all of the store prices later, all in one. Whereas right now, I'm only going to go over the in-game prices as I go through the ships. Now moving on to the Comet, this ship here, as you can see, obviously has a different skin, but not only that, it has different weapons. Now these weapons are still the same size, they are just different, as in they do more damage because one, they are pyro-burst scatterguns, 2 of them, and then the other 2 are cannons. They do a decent chunk of damage. I mean, it's not the greatest in the world, but it still does its job, it still does its thing. And this is a very nice stealth fighter. I'm not a fan of the black and blue necessarily myself. I prefer the black and or the grey and red. But still, I still think that this ship is nice, even with the camo on it and everything. But yeah, this just comes standard with those extra like firepower cannons instead of the bog standard normal gun not scatter guns, the repeaters that it comes with. So again, it's the same kind of look as the normal Sabre because it is the same model. However, again, this is a stealth fighter, and as you can see, these are 2 scatter guns on the side and 2 cannons, and they they deal a decent chunk of damage. It's not anything like absolutely insane, but it still does a chunk of damage. Now again, this is also only available in Hurston. There is no way to buy this anywhere else in the universe right now other than on the store. And right now, obviously, I told you we're not going to talk about those just this very moment. But yeah, I mean, the only place you can buy this is Hurston in Lawville. I can't remember what the shop's called now. It just went out of my head. But yeah, New Deal. That's it. That's it. New Deal. Yeah, you can buy it there. So moving on up here, we have the last stealth fighter of all of them, until we get to the racing version, which is the Peregrine. This is the Sabre Firebird, which is a slightly different model. It has a slightly different look to it, which, in my opinion, I'm in the middle. Like, I'm kind of like sat in the middle of like whether I like it or whether I don't. So yeah, let's have a quick look at it. Also, I did forget to mention how much the Comet was. The Comet was 4.6 million at Lawville, by the way. I forgot to mention that. Sorry about that. However, this ship is a little bit more pricey because I believe it does have better components and it is a little bit faster when it comes to movement and stuff. It is a very nice looking ship, actually. I have, now that I've actually seen it and I've actually had a quick look at it before. I'm still not like absolutely blown away by it, but I still like it. It's decent, but I wouldn't pick it for like first. I think I would still go for like a normal Sabre or Sabre Comet over this. Now, however, these two turrets are the only turrets that you get on the ship, and they are size 3 Gatling guns. So yeah, they are ballistics. They have, I believe, 4,000 ammo. Tell me right now. Yep, about 4,300, give or take. And they are insanely quick. So this is more for if you want to deal more penetration damage kind of ship, rather than just taking out a ship naturally with ballistics and scatterguns and things. Not ballistic, sorry, they're normal lasers and things. So if you're going after ballistic approach and things like that, and you like a ship that has ballistics, the Firebird is the one for you. And if you like the look of this ship as well, I would also go for the looks as well, because I'm still like I said, I'm still kind of sat in the middle whether I like it or don't, but it's still a sleek looking ship, and I think including the ballistics here, it is quite nice. However, this one is a bit more pricey than the last one. It is about 1 million more, so it is 5.5, or, well, when you round it up a little bit closer, it is 5.6 million AUEC. Again, you can buy them in the store as well. However, yeah, it's size 3 weapons, the Gatling guns. I think you can upgrade them to higher, like, cannons and stuff, like a bit of size cannon. But I'm not too sure on that one. Anyways, let's move on to the last ship in this, which is the Peregrine. I hope I'm saying that, by the way. Someone please tell me if I'm right. But yeah, let's head on over to the Peregrine here. So this is not a stealth fighter at all. This is actually a racing ship. So this is actually, I don't believe it has any weapons at all. But yeah, let's jump on in, turn on the engines, and have a look here of how nice this ship is. So bringing it out, it is just like the Firebirds, but without weapons, and the same. It's also got like a green hue or like outline on the ship. It is kind of nice. I mean, again, I think I'd pick even if this did have weapons, I think I would pick the Firebird over this. Yes, I'm aware that it's a racing ship, but still, if this did have weapons and it was a stealth fighter, I think I would pick this one. Sorry, the Firebird over this one, sorry. But yeah. So this one is actually relatively cheaper than the whole series completely, because it has no weapons. It doesn't come with any weapons. It just has better components when it comes to racing and things. And obviously you can upgrade them accordingly depending on how you please. But yeah, this ship here, the Peregrine, comes in at quite a cheap 3.8 million, or if you want to round it up, 4 million. And that is literally just like I said. It comes with better components when it comes to racing wise, but it has no weapons, so it takes away the cost of having to buy those weapons with the ship. the same with, you know, obviously if you've got missiles and everything, because this comes with no missiles, comes with no EMPs, remote turrets, nothing. It just comes with the bog standard ship on its own with its components because it's used for racing. Now, let's talk prices all over again. We'll go over both prices in-game and outside of the game. So, first of all, we're just going to stand here in the middle of all of them and have a nice little look again. And we'll look that way first because that's the one we're going to talk about first. So the Aegis Sabre, the bog standard version on the web store, comes in at a total of $175, which is relatively cheap for the kind of ship that it is. Again, it is around 4.5 million. Sorry, my mistake. It's 4.2 million. I was thinking of the Comet there, it's closer to 4.5. But yeah, the normal Sabre is 4.27 million if you wanted it to be closer to the actual number, and $175 on the store. Now, the Comet comes in at 4.6 million, along with being the most expensive out of them all, other than the Raven, which again, like I said, isn't in this video. It is $185 on the store, and again, 4.6 million in-game at Hurston. Now, the Peregrine and the Firebird also come in at $185. I thought it was $180, that's why I said the Sabre Comet was the most expensive one, but they all come in at $185. I mean, it's pretty reasonable. The only one that I would maybe think that should be a bit less than that asking price is obviously the Peregrine, because it's a racing ship, and obviously it's a lot cheaper in game. So I think they should be asking for maybe $130 or something like that instead of the whole $185, because it doesn't really make sense for them to be asking for that much for a racing ship, in my opinion anyways. I know obviously there's other racing ships that are very good and they are expensive as well, but anyways, that's just my opinion. Again, the Aegis Sabre Firebird here is 5.5 or 5.6 million, close enough if you round it, on the in Hurston at New Deal, and again the same goes for the Peregrine. It is also at New Deal, but it is only 3.85 million AUEC. That's why I was saying it should be relatively cheaper, but that is just my opinion. I am not the company, so I can't make decisions. But anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Obviously, this is one long video reviewing all of them. It has been quite a short video, actually, compared to some of the other ones, just purely because there is no interior or anything that I can show you. It is literally just the cockpit and the ship itself, and obviously I've reviewed all of the ships the best I can. I went over all of the details that I'm going to go over in these videos, so feel free to take a look on any websites to have a look at any specs or things like that. And obviously there's a lot of websites like Oracle as well, where you can actually view and change the specs and things to whatever you want. So if you want to feel free to go and use those websites, feel free to do that. I mean, you can have a look at all of the components there to see what they start off with or what they can go up to. Anyways, hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, and bye for now.